All right, it's your boy Smooches, aka Color Me Pink. Those for you don't know, I have switched my name from Color Me Pink to Sugar. That is my new stage name once I complete my wrestling training. So, anyways, a lot of you guys have been asking me for another tips and tricks video for 2K'18. I did one for I believe 17 and a lot of people actually liked it. So I wanted to do this for you guys again. So basically, my first tip and trick that I want to show you guys is with the actual bodysuit. A few of you guys have been interested in how I've been doing it to my own bodysuit. So right now, I'm gonna default the outfit, and this is typically what you guys' outfit looks like. You know, real kind of um like a plain look. It doesn't shine like the actual skin. You could look at the skin on her hand and her head and see that that has more of a shine. So basically all you do is you go to design, you select this rectangular shape, and you want to go ahead and pretty much stretch that as far as you can. You want to switch the mapping to the one that wraps around your body, just like this. You can't get this to fully connect. Either way that you turn it, it just does not fully connect. So you do need to use two logos, but I typically cover as much as the body I can, leave a section, and then just put another design over that. Okay, right now I'm showing you guys what the simple effect is going to materials and changing the material and design to your choice. You really can use whatever you want. Like maybe the material that I use isn't something that you exactly like, so you're free to use whatever else. And you could even use this for like an outfit idea, like if you just want like a latex, bodysuit. If you want like there's certain materials up here that look like nylon and different materials that kind of create something that looks nice. But basically I use leather. That is the actual material that I use. For those of you who've been asking so much, I think my girl Ariana, shout out to her, she's been asking me how I got my skin to shine. And this is how. So now all you're gonna go do is apply another design. I'm gonna fast forward through this. Now, when it comes to putting the design on the arm, those of you who are not familiar with using this method, the wrapping method, the switching of the mapping, you need to make sure that you put it directly on her arm. It needs to be on her arm, because sometimes I even have this problem where I think it's on the arm and then I press the right analog in and it ends up on her stomach. So just make sure it's on her arm and just repeat the process of changing the material to leather. Do the same thing on the other side. Now note that I do not, once again, it does not connect all the way, and I don't put two logos on the same arm only because I don't feel like it's necessary. I tuck it right underneath the arm. You barely even see that anytime you're in a match or in an entrance. And then once I change the bodysuit's material to leather, it's gonna just make it all match. In the two style foams at. Ain't fucking with the flappy birds like the phone app. Where them niggas they be talking where they be at. If hating was a drug, they would relapse. Fuck a conversation, I just want my money. Now, the next thing I wanted to show you guys, if you see, once again, the logos don't go completely all over the bodysuit. So you do have to pick quite a few logos on your bodysuit in order to get this effect. So the next one you want to put is a design of across her front part of her thighs, And this one you don't have to have it wrap, because I don't think the wrapping motion really works for this part of it. I just put a design across the front and cover as much as I can on the front, and I do the same thing to the back, and that just kind of helps the bodysuit kind of like, you know, smooth out a lot more to match with your skin on your legs. So as you can see, you know, for the most part, it gives you that nice, you know, dewy look on your skin. Your skin is glowing, you know, that melanin is popping. So my next tip is actually padding. I like to pad my bodysuit because that gives me even more curves for my diva. I like my divas with a little bit more of a curvy body. So I like to actually use Ember Moon's top, only because it's a very big bra and it has that like perfect round shape to it. I think a few divas use it just for their to get that big boob look, that, you know, plastic surgery look. Even though Karma Such has never had plastic surgery, she was born perfect. Okay, next, I basically made a mistake in the video and I did not get to record the padding of the underwear so that you could give yourself more hips and butt. But basically all it is taking a pair of underwear and putting it underneath your body. I actually use the last one on the very first row. I call it like the China's underwear, or the one with the little thong. I find that helps my body textures V-line look a little more realistic and stand out. Next tip is for the legs. Oh wow, this is kind of unorganized. My bad, you guys. I meant to move this. That bra section should not have been before this. But anyways, moving on to the legs. I do this only so that I can get the bodysuit to look as, you know, as perfect as possible. And I feel like even when I do this method, my legs still don't match my bodysuit the way I would like it. So when I put the socks on and then do this method, you know, applying design to the sock the same way you did on the rest of your body, it helps me basically get that look that I want. Since they're both materials and they're technically clothes, the materials give off the same texture, the same, you know, it picks up on the leather a lot better, you know, than just using your leg. So that's pretty much it for the body. As you can see, it pretty much eliminates that like I have on a bodysuit look. My next tip for you guys actually has to do with your face textures. Now I have the same method that I use pretty much every year. A lot of you guys aren't familiar with it. If your face texture is not matching your body the way you would want it to do, as you can see for mine is actually a lot lighter than my skin in certain places. So I like to take this design and basically spread it to a point that, you know, it doesn't interrupt my baby hairs, my hairline and whatnot, and that it kind of like, you know, does that little blur effect so that it just blends in a little bit more. Find a color close to your skin. In my opinion, making it a shade or two darker than you helps it a little bit more, and also adding color, because what you're trying to do is any parts of your face that are lighter, when you put the design over it and you make it darker, it darkens that light part more than it does your entire face. And that's what you're trying to achieve. You're trying to darken and blend out these highlights, you know, places that I guess you would say down your nose, your forehead, your cheeks, like you would put concealer. But this way, you add more color to it. That way, it matches your body a little bit more. As you can see, looks like 10 times better. And also, I didn't show you guys, but you could do that same method with your bodysuit, meaning your textures, your body textures. You could do the exact same method. If your body texture doesn't match, you can do that method. Next method I am showing you guys has to do with your hairline. Now, if you're someone who uses a hairline on your texture, on your curls texture, this should be helpful for you guys. Just give me 1 second. Let me get a better hairstyle to kind of show you guys what I mean and show you how this is actually going to help you guys. So as you can see, my hairline does not connect completely with the actual hairstyle hairline. And so in order to do that, to get rid of that, I like to go over to images, then design, and choose a star. And the reason why I use this star is the bottom of the star creates this like V shape. Once you've moved it all the way up, you don't even realize it's a star anymore. But it's a perfect shape in order to wrap around your forehead, around your head, basically, in order to get both sides of your scalp. You find a design, find the color for it. The next one I like to use is this dragon logo. The reason I do that is because it has like little strands of hair, that I feel, go well with the actual hairline. Especially if you have baby hairs or anything like that. Same thing, color it, same as the other. You want to do that to basically that to the other side as well.
Watch how I turn into the man. Now watch how I turn into the man. Now watch how I turn into the man. Now watch how I turn into the man. Watch how I turn into the man. Just watch how I turn into the man. Watch how I turn into the man. Just watch how I turn into the man.
Now, this trick, I guess you can say, I actually thought of on the spot when I was recording this video. I had never used this before, but I thought it was a cool idea. Just, more ways to make your car look a little more realistic. I went to design and I chose this tiger logo. And the reason why I like this tiger logo, because once again, it kind of gives off that fur. And fur is basically hair for animals or whatever. And so when you use it, this way, making it the same color. And then I also like to use the outline and making that a little transparent, just so that you get that light and dark effect that you get from having baby hairs and stuff like that. You can almost mimic it to the baby hairs you already have. And then after I'm done doing that, I went ahead and I embossed it. And embossing just basically gives whatever logo you have texture, some type of, looks like if you touch it, you're gonna feel something. It's not smooth. And so I just did that on both sides. I only did it to a certain degree. It's very small, no, I didn't go all the way. I didn't go all the way to 100. And it just made it seem like I had strands of hair, and I think this would just look amazing when taking pictures and stuff. That your baby hair looks like hair. It doesn't just look like it's painted on or whatnot. You can almost mimic the actual hair texture of whatever hair that you're using. And yeah, I think that's cute. You know, that's how I fill in any little edges that may not connect. That's also another way if you don't have Photoshop and you don't have any way of making a hairline, you can use that same method to create a hairline. If you don't want a big forehead or whatever the case may be on this particular call, you can use that method in order to change it. Now, very last tip, you know, just something I decided to throw in here so you had quite a few. It wasn't something that you guys probably don't already know. Like, if you don't know, then this should help you. But it's actually something that a lot of people use. And basically, it's taking the design the same way I did on my hairline, and applying a material to it and then embossing it. That way you get this effect of shine and texture. So say if you have, say you have a top that has a lot of rhinestones or some type of, it's some type of carving and stuff like that, and you really want that to almost give that effect on your outfit, this is the best way to do it. And it also gives you a different way to make your outfit and your attires stand out from your bodysuit, meaning your skin and your stuff like that. So basically, all you're going to go ahead and do is go to the bodysuit. Once again, find a design. I myself go to WWE, the WWE logos, and find Randy Orton's logo from last year. It should be like the one with the snake's open mouth, and that one, I choose that one because I've noticed whenever it's time to emboss it, it creates a whole lot of texture. It has a lot of different dips and different, it's a real textured look. I really don't know how else to say it. But all I do is I go to materials, I choose the material that I want. Then I go to colorless. That should be embossed, and I click that. And basically that takes away any color. As you can see from the right side of her bra, it's a whole lot shinier than the left side. And this has been shown before, but for you guys who don't know, it's new for you. And then you just emboss it, and it gives you this almost like glitter look to me, without using the actual glitter pattern. Because I notice when I use the glitter material and I make something very small and I emboss it, it creates this rainbow look. And it's basically like if I was using the rainbow material, and I don't really want that on certain outfits. So this is a way to do that without getting that rainbow effect. And you can pretty much use this to add any kind of material over your clothing. If you want something to glow, like I use this same kind of method on my icon choker. If you ever go back and look at my first outfit, you can't get those same material effects on leather. So all I do is I use the rectangular shape. It's just a really cool way to do it. Really cool way to add more effect to your character. But that's about it. And I really do hope that this video was helpful for you guys. I know you haven't seen much from me lately when it comes to posting, but I do plan on posting now that I am in a new place. And I hope that you guys will continue to support me and follow me while I'm trying to actually bring some type of notice to this channel and actually do something with it. But anyways, once again, this is your boy Smooches, aka Color Me Pink, aka Sugar.
Cause I'm not taking my foot off her neck. Now, you naughty bitch? Oh, she ready for this.